Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hello, this is Douglas Murray,
Oh,
author on democracies and death cults. Is this Jimmy Dore I'm speaking with?
yes, it is.
Right.
What can I do for you, Mr. Murray?
Well, as you probably are aware, recently I appeared on the Joe Rogan podcast. I believe he's a friend or at least an associate of yours.
Yes.
And I, perhaps rather foolishly, agreed to debate, if you even want to call it that, on the topic of the Israel-Palestinian conflict with a comedian named Dave Smith.
Yeah, well aware.
Right. Well, as you are no doubt also aware then, thereafter, in the course of making my various media rounds promoting this book, I gave voice to my fatigue brought on by people who are professionally described as comedians, suddenly coronating themselves in what I assumed to be a Napoleon-like ceremony of some kind, as experts in some of the most complex issues of our time.
Yeah,
And this was received to some acclaim on these various platforms.
God damn it.
Including
you
Bill
are
Maher,
a douchebag.
which I have always found to be more receptive and welcoming stage for my point of view. No small thanks to Mr. Maher himself for that.
Yeah, do you realize that Bill Maher himself is also a comedian?
Right.
Yeah.
The salient difference here
is that he agrees with you?
He agrees with me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He is, for the most part at least, staunchly on the side of Israel in this conflict, and has no problem whatsoever conflating Hamas with the entire civilian population of Gaza, including children and infants. After all, it is called an infantada.
No.
Babies can hardly be blameless in an endeavor thusly named.
Look, he's still a comedian. That's my point.
No, you see, you simply don't understand. He is on the side of Israel, so he's correct. So that is his nature.
Yeah.
Dave Smith is wrong on this topic, and therefore comedian is his nature, philosophically speaking. They may both be in nominal sense comedians, but only in the case of incorrect thinking does that become the primary signifier, the Ding an sich, the thing in itself. I assume you're familiar with Immanuel Kant.
No, not really.
Okay, I'm sorry, but how can you possibly understand a topic as complex as Israel-Palestine without a background in Kantian philosophy? You're telling me you just look at images and videos of atrocities in Gaza, survey the destruction there, and blithely conclude that you are seeing ethnic cleansing. I'm sorry, but no. Next, you're going to tell me that you have an opinion about Ukraine and Russia without having read Friedrich Nietzsche's Jenseits von Gut und Böse.
Yeah, oh, gosh, damn. Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay,
look, I'm sorry. Can you tell us why you're calling? I'm basically just picked up the phone and some British guy started laying it into me.
Well, that's all to the point. My lamentations about comedians turned pundits seem to resonate so keenly, especially during my appearance on comedian turned pundit Bill Maher, that I decided to spread this message proactively rather than reactively.
Yeah, meaning what?
I have a list in front of me of comedians with opinions about current events, and I am calling them one by one to berate them.
Yeah, and I'm just next on the list?
Precisely.
This strikes me as rather an odd project, douchebag.
No, I'll tell you what's odd. Coming from an Oxbridge educational background, working professionally as a journalist for 3 decades, being sent around the world and shown only what those in power want journalists to see, and then from there to enter the strange ecosystem of new media punditry that one must engage with anymore to sell books or to even be heard, and to have it disproportionately guided, if not dominated, by current or former comedians with not one iota of credential to give weight to their assertions, other than one time they received a standing ovation at the Chuckle Hut in Cincinnati, Ohio.
The comedy club in Cincinnati is called Go Bananas.
Oh, 1,000 pardons.
Has it ever occurred to you that this phenomenon might be because the gatekeepers are gone? And people have always known comedians to be truth tellers? That comedy, by definition, doesn't work unless telling the truth? That the court jester has unique license to tell the truth? Basically, people trust us and not you.
I'm sorry, that trusting people simply because they tell the truth is perhaps the most juvenile instinct one have, and should be the last one encouraged by the media.
Well, why should the public trust someone then?
Credentials, educational background,
yes.
British accent, all the things media literacy demands one respect. And things that you lot lack altogether. So the idea that you can look at images from Gaza without ever having been there, that seem to very clearly depict genocide and then call it genocide is irresponsible to the point of criminality. I mean, how dare you? Have you even read Schopenauer?
Hey, you know what, Mr. Murray? I and most people live in a world where we can look at a thousand upon thousands and thousands of images and videos and get a pretty good idea of what's going on without relying on 19th century German philosophers to guide us. But you have fun living in your world, and I have a show to do. Good day, sir.
Fine, be that way.
Yes.
I've got plenty more people on this list to call anyway. Let's see who's next. Bill Burr. Something tells me he'll be a little more receptive to my lecturing. Ta-ta, then.
Yeah, ta-ta. Come see us on tour. We're going to be in Bakersfield, San Jose, California, Buffalo, New York, Toledo, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, Liverpool, Birmingham, and London. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.